All right, we're back here at Song of the Day. We're coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. Today is Sunday, April 26th, and I'm pretty excited about today's Song of the Day. I gotta say, when I was looking around at what was going on, this is a pretty big deal for us. But on this day, we're going back to 1994. This band put out technically their third album, but their second major label record. And that band is Live, and they put out the album Throwing Copper. You can see the homage here. That's my poster right there. So, let's go back. I had never heard of Live before. I give all the credit to Sarah for introducing me when we met. It's one of the bands she told me about, and she played me their major debut album, Mental Jewelry, which was released in '91. If you're not familiar with that, you should check that out. You might casually know Pain Lies on the Riverside, or Tired of Me, or Operation Spirit. If you don't, check those out. My favorite song on that album is The Beauty of Grey. Fabulous song. But anyway, she started playing that for me, and we really got into it. And then we had heard, I was working at the record store, music outlet, and I knew that they were coming out with another album. And so we were excited for this release. We bought it, I think I got it as a promo, so I think I got it even a week before it came out. And we listened to this album from beginning to end, over and over and over again. There is not a bad song on this album. It did come out with 5 singles from that album, 2 which went to number 1. The number 1 was Selling the Drama and Lightning Crashes. That's a very depressing song, but a good one. I Alone was a single, All Over You, and White Discussion. Love that song, White Discussion. My favorite songs on there are Damn It, Otter Creek, Top, Shit Town, and Waitress. Waitress is one that we always play and sing along with. I do like White Discussion as well. It's kind of hard. It's like saying I pretty much like every song on this album, but I tend to not play the singles as much because I think all these other songs are great. There is a hidden song on the CD, so when you played the CD, if you left it going after a minute or so, a song would come on, and it wasn't mentioned, I don't think, in the track listing. And that song is called Horse, and it's like a little country song that they sang that's short, and it's pretty cute. It's a good one. The record was produced by Jerry Harrison of the Talking Heads, and it was just around for a really long time. I mean, this just had longevity. I mean, it came out this time of year, and it took 52 weeks for it to go to number 1. It took a year. That was the third longest time that it took an album to go to number 1. The second longest was Fleetwood Mac in '76. They were at 58 weeks with their self-titled album. And the winner of that distinction is Paula Abdul, of all people. She took 64 weeks to get to number 1 with Forever Your Girl. So that's just a little factoid for you. Anyway, we got to see Live quite a bit. I think we've seen them 7 or 8 times. We started following them right before this album came out. We got to see them in places like Western Connecticut State University. We saw them at Cornell. We saw them at the Meadows. We saw them recently at the Meadows just a couple years ago with Counting Crows. We kind of followed them around. It was fun to follow them around because we kind of felt like we were part of the people who were building them up, because as you go along, you'd see that as they got more popular, they'd like add a few lights to their stage, and then another light, and a little bit more produced, and a little more production, and so it was fun to be part of that whole thing. It is a great soundtrack to that time in our lives when we were dating. We do love this album. We play it to this day. Maybe you should check it out today. I suggest you play it from beginning to end. Give it a shot. See what you think. If you do that, let me know. Put it down in the comment and tell me if you listened to a song you never heard before, or what you think. But I'm going with Waitress today because that's just one that I just sing in my head routinely on a regular basis, and that's the song of the day. Enjoy it. Have a good Sunday. We'll see you on the flip side.